On December 4, 2025, while the rest of the MotoGP paddock was still digesting the Valencia finale and sketching vague plans for the future, KTM was already out on track in Jerez, sending a clear message to every manufacturer in the pit lane. Paul Espargaro fired up KTM's 850cc prototype, the very first lap, the very first sound of the 2027 era. Within hours, the video was everywhere. Espargaro's caption said it all: "Hear that? The future just fired up. Our 850cc is alive and it's ready to race." Suddenly, every technical director in the paddock was getting the same uncomfortable question: what is KTM doing that we're not? But that's only half the story. While KTM was quietly building the bike of tomorrow, they were also reshaping their rider lineup for a new chapter. Pedro Acosta is leaving. Alex Marquez is coming in. And the team that was fighting for financial survival just 12 months ago is now making one of the most intriguing moves in recent MotoGP history. I'm Seb, the guy behind this channel. MotoGP isn't just a sport to me, it's an obsession. Every word you hear is researched and written by me. If you love this sport as much as I do, make sure you hit subscribe and let's enjoy the ride together. KTM's 2026 season has been a tale of two realities. On one side, you have Pedro Acosta sitting third in the championship and the only rider consistently bothering the dominant Aprilia. His podium in Coda, finishing ahead of Marquez, was the final proof Ducati needed. They're paying whatever it takes to get him into that factory red for 2027. On the other side, the rest of the KTM riders have struggled badly. Brad Binder has just 13 points. Enea Bastianini has 5, Maverick Viñales even withdrew from Cota due to injury. Team boss Francesco Guidotti was blunt: only Acosta has been performing on the solid foundation the team built. The RC16 itself has been completely reborn for 2026. Acosta described it as a motorcycle built from zero. No more small steps, this was a proper reset. In preseason testing at Sepang, KTM showed strong long-run pace, and throughout the season Acosta has regularly been the best of the non-Aprilia riders. The bike clearly has potential. The problem? Only one rider out of 4 has been able to unlock it. Now, the biggest change heading into 2027, losing Acosta and bringing in Alex Marquez. Acosta's departure to the Ducati factory team alongside Marquez is a heavy blow. He carried KTM's hopes on his shoulders for 2 seasons. Guidotti admitted at the team launch, "We haven't done enough yet, we need to prove ourselves first." Everyone understood why Acosta was leaving, especially after he openly called 2025 a wasted year of his life. Replacing him is Alex Marquez, the 2025 championship runner-up. He won 3 Grands Prix, scored 21 podiums, and proved beyond doubt that he belongs at the front of the grid. After 4 years with Gresini Ducati, Alex finally gets his factory seat with KTM. Motorsport.com confirmed the move, with reports suggesting his salary jumped from a satellite rider's pay to around €1 million. The motivation was simple. Despite his breakout season, Ducati had no interest in promoting him to the factory team. They chose Acosta instead. For Alex, staying in the Ducati family meant staying in the shadows, so he took the leap. The new factory pairing, Alex Marquez and Maverick Viñales, assuming Viñales recovers from injury, gives KTM an experienced, highly motivated Spanish duo fully committed to the 850cc project from day one. But the real heart of KTM's 2027 story is the 850cc development program. They were the first manufacturer to get a prototype running, hitting Jerez just 17 days after the testing ban on new engines was lifted. While others were still in meetings, KTM already had Espargaro and Dani Pedrosa lapping the new bike. Both riders came away genuinely impressed. "They enjoyed the 850 enormously," said Guidotti. "Even without a ride height device, everything worked perfectly. We were surprised how quickly they hit competitive lap times." That last point is crucial. One of the biggest fears for 2027 was how starts would look without whole-shot devices. KTM's early tests suggest the bike behaves exactly as intended. Since that first run, they've been back at Jerez multiple times, with Pedrosa and Espargaro switching between the current RC16 and the 850cc prototype on the same day to gather direct comparison data. Guidotti is deliberately using their different riding styles, Pedrosa's ultra-smooth precision and Espargaro's aggressive feedback, to build a bike that works for a wide range of riders. The timeline is aggressive but clear. By November 2026, they plan to have 8 fully prepared 850cc bikes ready. What they bring to the first official test in Sepang in January 2027 will essentially be the bike they'll race all season. No major last-minute overhauls, this is a proper 2-year development plan executed with discipline. None of this would have been possible without survival. Just over a year ago, KTM's parent company was in insolvency. The future of the team looked bleak. Then Bajaj stepped in, providing the financial stability needed to commit long-term. As Gaidati put it, nobody would have approved building a completely new 850cc engine if we weren't planning to stay in MotoGP. From the brink of collapse to being the first manufacturer on track with the new engine, with positive feedback from two of the most respected development riders in the sport, KTM's turnaround is remarkable. Now the big questions. Can Alex Marquez, arriving with runner-up momentum and the hunger of a rider who finally earned his factory seat, become the leader KTM needs in the new era? Will KTM's head start, first on track, most testing miles, and a well-developed prototype, turn into a real advantage when all manufacturers line up together for the first official 2027 test in June? The 2027 season could tell the story of a manufacturer that stared into the abyss, rebuilt smarter and stronger, and arrived at the biggest rules reset in modern MotoGP history, exactly where they needed to be. What do you think? Can KTM finally challenge for wins and titles in the 850cc era? Drop your predictions in the comments below. If you enjoyed this deep dive, give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more MotoGP analysis, and I'll see you in the next one.